He handed out syringes to everyone present. They repeatedly inserted and removed the needles into and out of bottles. This was to master the force needed for injection and prevent the needles from bending. The man carefully explained the key points of anesthetic injection to each diver. Starting tonight, they were going to rescue 13 children trapped in a cave in 3 batches. Amid the prayers of the public, the divers entered the water one by one. At Cave 5 in the middle section, they verified the operation details one last time. Then, as the children eagerly awaited, the divers reached Chamber 9. When the children heard that they were there to rescue them, they cheered. However, before the rescue operation even started, something unexpected happened. The oxygen mask didn't fit the faces of the shorter children properly, so they could only select suitable children for the rescue. A boy put on a diving suit, took a pill, and then had his hands and feet tied. The man soothed the boy's emotions and then inserted the needle into his thigh. The boy's consciousness gradually faded. After he passed out, they put an oxygen mask on him. After confirming that his breathing rate was normal, they dived into the water along the tow road. Thus, the first 2-kilometer underwater transportation of a human body began. However, after the boy left the first observation post, he showed signs of waking up. The diver in charge immediately prepared to give an anesthetic injection. But due to excessive physical exertion, the anesthetic sank to the bottom. With great effort, the diver managed to grope for the anesthetic needle and injected it into the boy just before he woke up. At this time, after the second boy was injected with an anesthetic, an accident occurred. The boy stopped breathing every time he entered the water, but recovered when brought back to the surface. After several repeated tests, to everyone's relief, the boy's condition gradually returned to normal. Meanwhile, the first child was successfully taken out of the cave after 7.5 hours, with all vital signs normal. After 16 days under the escort of paramedics, he was finally bathed in sunlight again. By late at night, all 4 boys in the first batch were successfully rescued, and their vital signs were stable. They not only set a precedent in the history of rescue, but also created a miracle. Their joy was beyond words, but they couldn't relax because there were still many children to be rescued. They also knew that now that they had successfully rescued 4 alive, they were hailed as heroes. However, if anything went wrong in the following rescues, they might even be stigmatized.